Hello, greetings from Halifax City, Nova Scotia Province, Canada. My name is Simbaki Protichera Pruto. Today I'd like to let's talk about this be the change. Be the change. This is a quote from Mahatma Gandhi of India. He said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. And this way, you and I and we can work together to make this world a much better place." But it begins with each and everyone doing something, or, or, or a family, or a community, or a person choosing to be the change. And this book is about how meditation can transform you and I and the world. How meditation can transform you and I and the world. It's by Ed and Deb Shapiro. Ed and Deb Shapiro. Ed and Deb Shapiro. And it's the he says, as a prisoner in China, he was able to find some peace by sitting quietly in contemplation, deeply affected by the experience of walking on the moon. Astronaut Edgar Mitchell went from exploring outer space to discovering the vastness of inner space. While coping with HIV, Mark Motusek, Matousek, found healing through group meditation. Sin or Sean or Sain Con, Seancorn, Con, used her yoga and meditation expertise to work with child prostitutes in Los Angeles, in United States of America. In the last few decades, people in all or of all walks of life have began to realize the profound benefits of meditation. While this ancient practice is personally transformative in that it calms the mind or gives someone peace of mind and reduces stress, awakens the heart, the mind, the body, and the soul, and brings to fruition the good soul within a person, deepening insight. Meditation can also change the world for the better. How can it change the world for the better? This is what this book is about. It also inspires a movement towards a more caring, peaceful, and compassionate world today in our present generation and in future generations. So this is what this book is about. Be the change. Be the change. Being the change also touches on bringing out the true beauty and the true loving kindness of a person and our family or community or cultural heritage group, the values, the good values in it, and or a country or a kingdom or a tribe or whatever aspect of society that one is referring to or lives within. What what does it mean then to be compassionate? Compassion literally means to suffer together or to go through experiences of life together or to empathize or to care or to be um, a beautiful soul, a good, beautiful soul. And um, what are examples of compassion? It's very simple. Compassion, it's like kindness or thoughtfulness or being a good person in the moment, like giving a seat to someone who's elderly, or like opening a door, or caring about someone that's pregnant, and or like if they walk into a vehicle or a bus or a restaurant and you have a seat and there's no seat, and you care and you give her an opportunity to sit down, or being polite at your workplace or in your family and caring about others or in the community. or helping a friend or a person or a stranger, or taking a moment to listen, or like carefully and truly listen to another person, and um, not think while they're talking, just listen, and just care to, because compassion, to be a good person, because compassion takes many forms and it depends on the situation. Compassion is also a readiness to take action to relieve or reduce or eliminate suffering. So compassion is like a motivation to do good, and some people have a strong sense of compassion naturally, and many people, someone like Mother Teresa was very compassionate, or Martin Luther King, or Mahatma Gandhi, or there are various people in human society that are caring within each community and within each family. There tend to be some people that are very caring, and there are others that are more self-centered, and that focus on their own personal interest. So such people tend to be driven by uh, um, some sense of wanting good for themselves, I, me, and myself, or and not caring so much about the society or the group. They may care sometimes, but mostly they're driven by self interest. And this can cause corruption because it's driven by a pursuit of happiness. And happiness is a fleeting emotion. So it's an illusion that people chase, especially in places like Canada, where I live, because I live in Nova Scotia, in Halifax City, Nova Scotia Province, Canada, and or in North America in general. And this can cause a lot of inequity in society, and both moral inequity and social inequities, like differences in income levels, and others being marginalized, others few having a little way too much, and a middle class that is stressed out because they are in heavy burden of debt and other kinds of stresses in life. And they are overworked because they're the ones that are running what's called the system, or designing, uh, or governing the systemic injustice within businesses, organizations, government, and they are the ones that are tools that are being used, or they are the new type of slave that are being used to cause oppression. And they, within humanity, among the rich, the poor, or and people that are marginalized, and all kinds of people, there's usually a few, very few people that tend to care a lot, either naturally or because of circumstances, or because they've gone through a lot of suffering themselves, and they feel so much empathy and more caring nature. And so this is these people tend to be the ones that work towards change, or they are the champions of change. And it can be a young person like Greta, the one that's in Europe, and she talks a lot about environment. And there's a lady called Malala from the Middle East that was also talking about human rights a lot. And there's a girl from Uganda, somewhere in East Africa, and she talks about trees and the environment and other things like that. Okay. Okay. I'll just summarize because the librarian says that I need to put on my mask. Anyway, so this is what this book is about. It teaches about um, compassion, and be how to be the change. How to be the change. I'll just show you a few other books that talk about the same topic, and I'll just summarize and put on my mask because that's required in the library. Be the Miracle. Be the Miracle. This is another good book. It talks about the same thing. It's by Regina Brett. Regina Brett. Be the Miracle. This book talks about care of the soul. Care of the soul in medicine. Care of the soul in medicine. And this book is by Thomas More. Thomas More. This book is by, it's The Art of Comforting, to be a comforter in society. This book is by Val Walker. Val Walker. Val Walker. Um, and this book also talks about the same thing. It's about Dare to Be Kind. Dare to Be Kind. And this book is by Lizzie Valenscu. You can read that. I may not be able to pronounce it right. Um, this book talks about the same thing. It's by, oh, I don't see the author, Stephen Dowick. And it's Seeking the Sacred, Seeking the Sacred, Seeking the Sacred. Just a few more books and then I'll summarize. This book is by Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra, and it's The War of the Worldviews. War of the Worldviews by Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra. Okay. And this book is Wisdom of the Shamans. It's by Don Jos Roos. There, right there. Wisdom of the Shamans. This book is about respecting animals. Remember, human beings are animals too, eh? So respecting the animals, and you respecting Mother Earth and respecting humanity and everything in the universe. So this book is by David Faze. Respecting animals. And this book is about transcendence. Healing and transformation through transcendental meditation. It's by Norman Rostonouth. It's a doctor. Okay. Transcendence. And final book is this one, Healing After Loss, or like after going through trauma, or daily meditations for working through grief. It's by Martha Whitmore Hickman. And this is also a good book for someone who's going through changes in life and struggling with addiction or struggling with all kinds of challenges in life. Finally, I'll just mention this book again, Be the Change. It's important to be the change in the world. And the book talks about how meditation can transform you and I and the world. That's a book, Be the Change. And finally, Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you wish to see in the world, or that I wish to see in the world. Please, let's be wise. My name is Simba Kiproti Charapruto. Greetings from Halifax City, Nova Scotia province, Canada. Thank you so much. And greetings to my family and friends worldwide, and all the best to you and your family and your community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gracias, asante sana. Kongoy missing. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.